Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a plan with me in my Print Pression Weeks Planner. So I will be using the Frosty Kit leftovers from the Prairie Planner. If you haven't watched my channel before, I do PR for the Prairie Planner. You can use code Ashley20 to get 20% off your order and pick up my freebie, although this freebie is an outdated freebie and I do have a new freebie for springtime. The Prairie Planner will also be in the Made in Canada sale from March 17th through 19th, where you can get 30% off your order. You can't use my coupon code on top of it, but you can still put my name in the notes to seller to get my freebie. And so I will be using kit leftovers from the Frosty Kit. I like to coordinate between two planners. If you haven't seen already, I did post my planner video, my plan with me, up on my channel in my Erin Condren planner. And so you can check it out there. And so this is already getting quite bulky, which is a little concerning to me because I'm only halfway through the planner. But I love the end when it's nice and full. And so the print pression videos are a little bit newer on my channel. I've only started them a couple weeks ago. So if there are things you want me to walk you through, please let me know. I'm gonna actually come back. I usually plan in order of the day. I'm gonna come back to this day here just because I'm not sure how I want to fill it up yet. And so to start, I will start with my Monday plans. So Monday was Family Day. And so I just want to mark that there. So in Canada, it's a national holiday for, is it all in Canada? Maybe it's just Ontario. I'm not sure. I feel like it's all in Canada though, that we have the day off. And then, so this day I got some laundry done. That was just my cat burping. I am so sorry. And so I got some laundry done. I also decided, so this week was also reading week for me, and I wanted to do one project, which was to go through my closet and kind of reorganize things better because it was just becoming a little overwhelming to try to find clothes every day, especially because as a grad student I have outfits for when I work from home, which is very casual. I have outfits when it's more fun things, but a little less, a little more dressed up, but less not formal. And then I have formal business clothes, and so there's different outfits depending on the purpose of what I'm doing, and it was just kind of a mess to coordinate. So I wanted to go through and my closet and also destash. I might have mentioned this before on my channel, but I have Crohn's, and so my weight tends to fluctuate quite a bit. And so I have a lot of clothes that just don't fit me anymore, and so I just wanted to donate them. So I decided to go through my closet this day, reorganize everything, and make a declutter donation pile. I also did some clothes shopping because then I was like, wait, I need some things for the summer. And so I was able to order some dresses. Unfortunately, they came in. I can't remember if they came in this week or the following week, and nothing fit me still. I think I did not get my sizing right, so I tried again this week and hopefully some things will fit better. Also, my partner and I decided to order in some ramen. There's this great ramen place that's local to us, which we've been loving lately, and we decided to watch The Last of Us. At least I'm a big horror fan, and the show's been ongoing. Usually though, when I say too old, we are not even 30, but still in the brain set of someone too old and cannot stay up, because it usually comes out on Sunday nights late at night, but usually we are not up at that time, so usually we try to watch it throughout the week. And then Tuesday we did some grocery shopping, just because I'm guessing if we had ramen, we did not really have much food to eat. We're pretty good about meal planning for a couple days, but then when we run out, we run out. And then next up, we dropped off the donations from the clothes I decluttered. It was also $2 Tuesday, so as I said, I PR for the Prairie Planner, and every Tuesday Stacy offers $2 for all the functional stickers. And so I just like marking into my planner as a PR person so I can keep track of like what events are going on. And usually I partake in the events anyways. And lastly, we got Subway, so even though I guess we picked up groceries, we did not want to eat the groceries, make dinner. I don't know, sometimes that happens. Like, my partner is an accountant, and especially now during this time, which is like March-ish, he's working late because it's tax season in Canada for March and April. And so by the time he like leaves work, gets groceries, like it's usually pretty late at night, and so we just decided to pick up Subway. And Wednesday, next up is the Prairie Palette. So Stacy is now offering like this new kind of event, you might call it. And so basically every Wednesday she releases a colorway. So she picks a like certain color and releases 4 icon sheets. I'm trying to see if I can find them. Yeah, here. So she releases like 4 icon sheets, and you can pick up each icon sheet for $2 or pick up the bundle for $6. And so I definitely picked up that week. I'm wondering if it was this color. I don't think so. I think it was like a bright green. But there's a new color every Wednesday, and then it leaves shop the following Monday. And so I want to mark that I did that and picked up some stickers. I also filmed and edited and uploaded some videos for my channel. I usually do that like Friday evening, just because my partner tends to work late Fridays, or Saturday morning while he's asleep. But since it was reading week for me and I was working from home, I was able to just kind of do it while I was at home. Thursday, to start off, I got some Happy Mail. It might have been, I don't know, I feel like I should be better about like tracking like what the Happy Mail was. It could have been the clothes order, or it could have been the it could have been like a sticker order from the past, so I'm not quite sure. And Thursday I also had a haircut. So my hair is quite short, so usually I have to go about every 5 to 6 weeks ish to get it cut. And it's funny, like, so it's not funny, but there was also a pretty bad storm this day. Like, roads were very bad. Luckily my haircut place, like, I can walk to in like 10 minutes, but it's still like not fun to walk into. And literally my past 2 haircuts, there's been a storm. So the winters where I am are usually bad. Like, usually they're pretty harsh cold, like, and pretty long. So like usually it lasts sometimes from October to May even. I would say at least October till April. Usually it's pretty snowy, but this winter has been extremely mild, so it's been almost spring-like, except for what'll happen is we'll get a really bad storm, and then we'll get a huge amount of snow, and things are bad, and then like a week later it melts. Although I'm saying that, I think since the storm, it's been a week and the snow is not melted, so I don't know if we're finally in winter. But yes, every past haircut I've had, there has been a bad storm. And lastly, I read. And I think this week I wanted to use this from the Prairie Planner, this little like romance book. I think I was reading The Love Quotient this week, which I have. It was like a easy read, like it was enjoyable and fast to get through, but I don't know, I wasn't really into the relationship that much, so it was fun to read, but I don't know, like, if I'd read it again. I don't know, I usually like reading new books though. It's something I've been kind of getting into lately. I used to read a lot when I was young, but since I was in university, I've been really bad about reading because all I do is read and I don't want to read some more. And anyways, but I've been getting into it. And so Friday was Foil Friday. So at the Prairie Planner, alternating Fridays, they offer one Friday is Foil Friday, where there's new releases of foil bundles and foil collections, and just like functional foil and deco. And the alternating Friday is new releases. And so it was that day. I also had an ECG appointment. I didn't have like, I have to go monthly because one of the meds I'm on can cause heart issues, so I just have to go monthly just to make sure that I don't have any heart issues because of the medication. But I don't have like a great sticker to market. I have these like x-ray stickers because I'm like, they're like the closest I can find. I don't know if anyone knows of any stickers that might be good, like some type of like heart scanny type stickers or just scanny. I'm not sure. I could just use also doctor stickers, but I also have like lots of doctor's appointments, so I like to save it for then. Also, like, I think I bought these when I was like still figuring out health stuff, and so I was going for a lot of different scans, like ultrasounds and MRIs and things, and but now I haven't really, so now I also just want to use them up too. And Friday is trash week. I like to mark that just because alternating weeks is trash week. Like every week is recycling and green bin, but then alternating weeks it's trash. So I like to keep track of that, so I know to like watch like our garbage consumption and make sure we're not getting up too much, because like we only have one trash can per whole household, and like there's essentially 3 tenants in our household, so we have to be like really mindful of the garbage. Also, it's just good for the planet. And lastly, I did some reading. Saturday was interesting. I was hoping to have a really productive day and I did not. But my partner and I, we just spent like all morning just talking about wedding things. So my partner and I are engaged. We've been together 11 years now, and we're actually getting married on our 12-year dating anniversary. We are getting married in the Dominican Republic with some close family and friends. And so we were just talking through, like, we already have like the venue, I have my dress, I have my wedding band. My partner is still figuring that out, but he has ideas. But we just wanted to like talk through like some of these smaller ideas. So like we talked about like having certain events there, like maybe the guys could go golfing and like the woman could go to a spa or something, and we could have like a reception night at the bar so everyone can like get to know each other before the wedding. And I don't know, it's just like talking through various things. Do we want like wedding favors and things? And so we had a lot of good discussions that day about wedding plans. I also did some bullet journaling. So for wedding planning, like, I'm a planner, obviously, that's why I'm doing this. And so I wanted a wedding planner, but especially for destination wedding planners don't really work for the wedding I'm having, just because how we're going about it is just having like we just talked to the venue and they have a package for everything. Like the only add-on we had to do was photography. And so we don't have to like worry about all the details. Like they just showed us a bunch of looks and we said we like this look back best. Here's our price point, and they're like, okay, great. And like other than like a few details, they'll just like ask us like, oh, what flavor of cake do you want, and things like that. So like it's really out of our hands and it's not a lot of coordination, and so a lot of existing wedding planners just don't work for me. So I decided to kind of create my own wedding planner in my Bujo, because I do want to track like all those decisions we're making. There is some still research, like we had to research what resort, what packages we wanted, and things like that, as well as just keep track of like the little things like packing list, what dress I want, I don't know, just like all the little details. Because even though with the destination wedding, they're like a lot of the big things are kind of already planned for you, or at least given to you, that you don't have to do a lot of research. There's still a bunch of little things, and that's also what I felt like wedding planners were missing, was all those little details. And so I decided to make my own in a Bujo. And so as we've been wedding planning, I've just been tracking things down. I'm hoping one day, probably once we get married and it's finished, to share it on my channel. I could share a long process if that's something folks are interested in. But yeah, I might have to cut this sticker. I just wanted to kind of keep track, like for one, just for my sanity, to make sure when I write things down, like I remember. I don't even necessarily have to look back, it's just the act of writing it down helps me remember. But two, then I can like look back about like all the planning we did. And really for me, that's what like planning, like that's why I plan, is to kind of look back And so that day we also vacuumed. And I mark this. I am definitely a cheater because we have a robot vacuum. So when I say we vacuumed, we did not vacuum. We turned on the robot vacuum and it vacuumed. But usually we just have to make sure like all the floors are clear so that it doesn't eat something. And then lastly, we went to visit my mom that day, which was nice. So it's hard as a grad student to sometimes make time for your family and see them, and just because you can become like so encompassed with work. And so lastly, on Sunday I had a headache this day. I've actually had a headache most of like the days following this, which is weird. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Luckily, so I do have chronic headaches and migraines, but luckily they haven't been migraines, they've just been headaches, so they've been for the most part manageable, just morely annoying. And I also napped because I had a headache. I find just napping helps. And then I also watched Stranger Things with my partner. Oh yes, that's great. Okay, so my partner and I, we've been rewatching Stranger Things because he kind of like, he definitely watched the beginning, but then the like, he didn't watch the last season, season 4, and I think the other seasons he might have like watched it, half watched while I was watching, and so we decided to rewatch, and we were waiting. So I like season 4, it's so good, but like it is so long. And we saw the finale, which is like literally a full length movie. It is like I think 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is insane. So you're waiting like a full week to like try to find a time, like 2 hours and 30 minutes to sit down and watch this final episode. And so Sunday was the perfect day for us, so we decided to watch Stranger Things. We also didn't want to like, by the time he like comes home on the weekday, like it's usually already too late for us to start a show, especially that long. And so the Sunday allowed us time to start early. We could start at 6 p.m. and be done by 8:30 p.m., which is nice. And so we decided to watch it then. We also ordered in pizza. And then I also did some cross stitching while we were watching the show because the show was so long. And I used to cross stitch. I got into it about a year ago. I'm really not liking this washi now that I've laid it down. I got into it a year ago, but I kind of been bad lately about doing it, so I've been just trying to work on it piece by piece, especially like while I'm watching TV is really easy. So I want to mark that. I pulled in this washi tape mostly because I did not have, so I don't usually buy pastel kits, but I love the artwork in this kit. But I decided to pull this in because I'm like, it had a nice pastel colors, but now I don't think I really like the colors because there's not really yellow in the kit. I don't know. I'll think about it some more. At worst case, I can just pull in some rose gold foil with it. And then I still have to think about what I'm doing here. So I have this piece here. Maybe it'll just be deco. Oh, I might have a box too. A box sticker. I could probably track something. I'm sure I can track something for this week. Maybe even just to mark that it's reading week. Ooh, and then I can use like a book sticker. I like that idea. Okay. Even though like, I mean, so this is what I struggle with, having 2 different planners, one for like grad school life and one for life, is like there's sometimes spillover and it's not clear. So like obviously like reading week still impacts my life because now I have like full days off. And so I still want to mark it, although I've even marked it in my other planner, but that's okay. It's not like I'm marking like the actual work I'm doing, so I think that's fine. And so this is my finished spread in full. I'm gonna think more about this washi. I really don't like it. Now that I've laid it down, I really don't have any like any faint washi. Like I'm trying to look. Like even I feel like my faintest is still very bright. Like I don't know, maybe this one. I feel like I already went through all the washis though. Gosh, I like packed too much washi in here. Like that feels too peachy. There's this like gorgeous cherry blossom one. But like, is it weird to have cherry blossoms for a winter kit? I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it to this. Okay. I'm gonna do this on camera because why not? You can see my process of planning. I wanted to use up this washi too because I don't even know what I have it from, but it's like an older washi. It was like one of my earlier ones. I'm not sure if it was like one I bought like maybe on a buy sell or one a friend gave me, or even a grab bag maybe that's what it's from. I don't know, I feel like it looks weird to have floral washi. I don't think I'm liking that either. You can't even see the washi. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't like that either. Alright, I think this is going to be longer than my Erin Condren plan with me, which is a bit weird because never is it longer. Usually it's the other way around. And so here's my blues, but it's even brighter than the pinks. Maybe this one. But then now I already laid down the rose gold. Actually, that blue isn't too far off. But I already laid down the rose gold numbers. Oof. I might just pull in a rose gold metal foil. I think I'll do this. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay. That's a little there. I don't know. It's still bright. I'm not loving it. I don't think I really have a washi that matches that well. But it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I think it still looks cute overall. Like, it's not horrible. I think what's bothering me too is the rose gold doesn't match that well. This is more of like a matte. Almost like a pinkish tone almost. And this is like a bronzier type rose gold. But it is what it is. And so this is my finished spread in whole. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these videos. And I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.